Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to show another example based on the circular arches. Already in the last two examples, that is in the example 1 and example 2, I cleared the concepts of the parabolic arches. This is another example which is related to the circular arches. So generally this type of circular arches are more pleasing to look. So the calculations are little bit awkward when compared to the parabolic arches. Okay. So before going to the simplification, first you know the difference between the parabolic arches and circular arches. So for finding these intermediate y value anywhere in between the arch AC means what is the formula given in the parabolic arches means y equal to 4r by L square x into L minus x. But here for finding the intermediate y value there will be one relationship. So please remember that relationship. First we will see that relationship. See here these two relationship are obtained by this diagrammatic representation. First see the diagrammatic representation. A, C, B be the three hinged, which is in the form of a circular shape, that is the region. This is a circular arch. So both two hinges at the abutment levels, that is AB, and one hinge at the crown level, that is C. Okay. GC is the central rise, which is denoted with YC. Again, here L is the total length of the arch from the center to left part taken as L by 2, again from the center to the right part taken as L by 2, and D is the intermediate point where we have to find out the intermediate rise. So for up to point D we have to find out this intermediate rise, which is denoted with y. So here ED and GF will be equal to y. ED and GF will be equal to y. At the same time, this point D can be at a distance of x from the center. This point D is at a distance of x from the center. Then see here, according to the Pythagoras theorem, from triangle ODF, for triangle ODF, OD square, this OD square will be equal to DF square plus OF square. See here, OD square will be equal to DF square plus OF square. OD square will be equal to DF square plus OF square. See here, this OD square will be equal to DF square plus OF square according to the Pythagoras theorem. Again, here this is a circular arch, that is the region. This OA, OC, OB and this OD equal to radius R. So for that region, here I am taking this OD will be equal to radius R. So OD square equal to R square. Again that one will be equal to this DF. What is this distance DF? See here, the DF distance will be taken as x. So I am taking that as x square plus again this OF. So OF will be up to here to here. So if I want OF, what I have to do? If I want OF, so I don't have direct value here. That is the reason I am removing in the entire radius. In the I am removing in the overall radius this central rise. See here, I will show you. So if I want this OF value, so first point is OC will be equal to radius R. Again here next point, GC is given as central rise, which is GC is given as central rise, that is YC. GC is given as central rise, that is YC. Again, so if I want this OG value, if I want this OG value, what I have to do? If I want this OG value, I am removing entire in the radius this GC value, I will get OG value. See here, OG will be equal to OC will be equal to OC will be equal to OG plus GC. Again, if I want OG value, what I have to do? So I am sending this OC minus this GC, this side OC minus GC. So see here, what you will get this OG value? You will get OG value equal to total OC value equal to R here. Total OC value equal to R here. Again, what is this GC value here? That is minus YC. So here I am taking this one directly. OG will be equal to R minus YC. Again, see here, I want OF value. So OF will be equal to OG plus GF. So already you people know what is OG value. That is R minus YC. Again, what is GF value? This GF will be equal to this DE. Okay, GF will be equal to the ED. That one will be taken as Y. See here, OF will be equal to R minus YC plus Y. Here I am taking this as directly R minus YC plus Y. So if you know this simplification, it will be very easy. Friends, you first concentrate on this simplification. OC will be equal to overall radius R and GC is given as central rise. If I want if I want this OG, I am taking total in the OC. OC will be equal to OG plus GC. I am sending this GC this side and I am substituting the whatever the given values. You will get OG equal to this R minus YC. Again, if I want OF value, I am taking this OG plus GF. So again I am substituting whatever the obtained values in the simplification. Then you will obtain directly this OF value. That one will be equal to R minus YC plus Y. So here I am taking that one directly. But here this relationship can be obtained from this simplification. Here there will be two unknowns. So one unknown will be Y. Here there will be two unknowns. One will be Y, another will be R. So these two are the two unknowns. Again, here R can be determined from the relationship. So you please remember this relationship as the standard relationship. How this R can be obtained? This R can be determined from this relationship. That is 2R minus YC into YC equal to L by 2 whole square. So this is the standard relationship which we have to remember. Okay, 2R minus YC into YC equal to L by 2 whole square. So based on this relationship, you will get this R value. How you will get this R value? YC will be given in the question itself, example itself, where YC is the central rise, some 5 meters like that. Again, L is the total length of the arc, that also given in the question. Based on this given data, you will get this R value, and whatever the R value obtained here, you please substitute in the above relation. Then X value also given in the question. Again, YC value also given in the question. So then another unknown value Y can be obtained by using this relationship. So first of all, R can be determined by using this relationship, and again Y can be determined by using this relationship. After obtaining this relationship, you please take down here. So the difference between the parabolic and circular arches, the formula will be for the parabolic arches will be Y equal to 4R by L square x into L minus x. But here for obtaining this Y value, there will be two relationships. You please remember these two relationships for the calculation of the circular arches. Okay, then move to the example. See here, a 3-hinged circular arch of span 16 meters and rise 4 meters. Okay, this is a 3-hinged circular arch where A, C, B is a 3-hinged and it is in the form of circular shape. That is the reason it is a circular arch. Okay, and the length of this span is 16 meters and rise is 4 meters given according to the question. And subjected to 2-point loads of 100 kilonewton and 80 kilonewton at the left and right quarter spans points respectively. You please read the question clearly. So the three-hinged circular arch consists of 2-point loads. One is 100 kilonewton and 80 kilonewton at the left and right quarter span points respectively. So maybe the question will be given in the confusing manner. 100 kilonewton at the left support and 80 kilonewton from the right quarter span points respectively. Like that you have to take this question. So otherwise there is a chances of asking 100 kilonewton at the left quarter span and 80 kilonewtons at the right quarter span. If they given directly means you can easily take the data. Otherwise they can confuse like this also. 100 kilonewton and 80 kilonewton at the left and right quarter spans points respectively. First 100 kilonewton you have to take from left, again this 80 kilonewtons you have to take from right quarter spans respectively. What is quarter? So in the total overall length of this span it will be 16 meters. Again if you divide this one from the center, the distance here A to C will be 8 meters, again CB will be 8 meters. Again in that there will asking quarter span. So in the entire overall length 16, it will be divided by 4 means then you will get 4 meters. What is the quarter in the entire overall length of this span? 4 meters, 4 meters, 4 meters, 4 meters. So overall length will be 16 meters. Like that they are confusing. So you don't confuse here. Take down 16 meters, 100 kilometer and 80 kilometer at the left and right quarter spans points respectively. From the right the quarter span will be 4 meters and from the left the quarter span will be 4 meters. Take down that one here. Find the reactions at the supports. So reactions at the supports means what are the reactions here? There will be vertical reaction, horizontal reaction. Based on that horizontal and vertical reaction you will get a resultant reaction also. Already all the things will be calculated in the previous examples also. The entire procedure will be same, but I will explain one more time also here itself. And also find the bending moment, radial shear, normal thrust at x equal to 6 meters from the left support. From the left support we have to find all the things, radial shear, bending moment and normal thrust. I will show you, I will continue that point, that topic also. See here, the diagram is according to the question. Then first calculate the reactions at A and B. Vertical component of reactions at A and B. So here you can denote this one with the vertical reaction at A, or else reaction at A means RA also. Taking moment about A. So it is according to your wish. If you want to take the reactions from A, it is your wish. Otherwise you can resolve entire moments about B also, your wish. So here I am taking sum of the moments about A will be equal to 0. Sigma MA will be equal to 0. Then I am taking entire clockwise moments. One side I am taking clockwise moments positive and anti-clockwise moments negative here. Already in the last example also I will show you, I will take in clockwise moments one side and anti-clockwise moments another side. And again at the, sometimes I will take in the two clockwise and anti-clockwise in the direct equation, and I am substituting clockwise for positive, anti-clockwise for negative. See here, I am resolving entire moments about this point A. See here, I am resolving vertical reaction B first. VB into this distance up to A, that is 16, which is in the form of anti-clockwise towards A. That is the reason I am taking minus VB into 16. See here, minus VB into 16. Again, both this horizontal reaction at B, horizontal reaction at A and vertical reaction A acting at that particular points only. That is the reason you won't resolve that one. Force into distance is the moment, but here there will be no distance. That is the reason we can't resolve that one. Okay, that one will be considered as 0 also. And again this 100 into 4 which is acting towards which is acting clockwise towards A, that is 100 into 4. So which is clockwise means I am taking 100 into 4. Again this 80 into 8 meters plus 4 meters 12. This 80 into 12 which is acting clockwise. Follow the cursor, which is acting clockwise towards A. That is the reason taking 80 into 2 as positive. Then simplify this one. Send this VB this side and simplify this one by using your calculators. You will get this VB equal to 85 kilonewton. Okay, Again, take down sum of the vertical loads will be equal to 0. I didn't mention here, but I am explaining the concept. So in what way you have to take that one? Sum of the vertical reactions will be equal to 0. What are the total vertical loads acting in the span? VA and VB are acting upwards. 100 plus 80 kilonewtons are acting downwards. Both VA and VB will be acting upwards. 100 kilonewtons and 80 kilonewtons are acting downwards. So take down VA plus VB equals 100 plus 80. Or else VA plus VB minus 100 minus 80 kilonewtons equal to 0. Sum of the vertical reactions will be equal to 0 means VA plus VB minus 100 minus 80. Again take down VA plus VB equal to 100 plus 80. Send the 100 and 80 other side. Again simplify that one. VA plus VB equal to 180 kilonewtons. Again already you know the VB value. So this is 180 kilonewton. Already you know this VB value. Substitute that VB value in the above equation. Then see here VA equal to 100 plus 80 minus 85. You will obtain this VA value directly, which is 95 kilonewton. So after obtaining these values, you please mention here that one will be equal to 95 kilonewton. Again this VB equal to 85 kilonewton. Okay, then go for the horizontal reaction at A and horizontal reaction at B. So if see here, if I want the horizontal components about A, so resolve any one span. So if you want to resolve from if you want to resolve right span means you have to resolve that right span. Another or else if you want to resolve left span means you have to resolve that left span. Here I am taking from the left span. I will show the simplification. Sigma C MC will be equal to 0. I am resolving entire moments in the left span about C will be equal to 0. See here HA into distance, force into distance, HA into Y, which is acting anti-clockwise towards C. That is the reason I am taking minus HA into 4. HA into 4. So that is the I am taking this one as directly. Again, this YA will be acting clockwise towards point C. So force into distance, VA into 16, that is 95 into 80. Sorry, up to here the distance will be 8 meters only. 8 meters only. You taken that one. Take down that one. Force into distance 95 into 8. So take down that one as positive. Again minus this 100 into from here to center the distance will be 4 meters. 100 into 4 meters, which is acting anti-clockwise towards C. So 4 meters. So I am taking that one also minus 100 into 4. Again already you know VA value, so there will be unknown as H value. So if you simplify this equation you will get H value directly, which is equal to 90 kilonewton. So somebody may can do the calculations from the right side also. So for those people also I will show the concept. So I am resolving MC equal to 0 from the right span. VB into its distance. VB into its distance means 8 meters. Okay, so which is acting anti-clockwise towards C. So that one equal to 85 into 8, which is taken as anti-clockwise moment. Again this HB into YC, so which is taken clockwise like this. So follow the cursor, which is taken clockwise towards C. So HB into 4, that is plus HB into 4. Again this 80 into this distance, remaining distance up to B to this point 4 meters means the remaining distance will be 4 meters. Take down 80 into 4 meters, which is positive, so 240. So if you simplify that equation you obtain HB value directly. Again, so here take down after completion of this one, take down sigma H will be equal to 0. Sum of the horizontal forces will be equal to 0. See here, sum of the horizontal forces means there is no any horizontal loads given in the question, in the diagram. That is the reason whatever the reactions you have, you take down that one. Sigma H will be equal to 0. HA will be acting towards right and HB will be acting towards left. So HA minus HB will be equal to 0. Sum of the horizontal forces will be equal to 0 means HA will be acting right and HB will be acting left. That is the reason take down HA minus HB will be equal to 0. Again send that HB value the other side, HA equal to HB. So whatever the value at HA, that will be equal to HB. So here if I am finding A value, so whatever the obtained value here will be A. Whatever the obtained value here will be A. So from the right quarter span, so we are calculating from the right quarter span, so that one will be equal to HB. That one will be equal to HB. That one will be equal to HB. Remember that point also. HA will be equal to HB. Then go for the resultant reaction. So you have to find out the resultant reaction. RA. So here it will be the RA value. So here the resultant reaction A. So what is the formula for the resultant reaction at A? So the square root of this horizontal reaction plus vertical reaction. So RA will be equal to square root of the horizontal reaction plus vertical reaction. RA square will be equal to HA square plus VA square. So send that square root to the opposite other side. RA will be equal to HA square plus VA square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Otherwise take down square root of VA square plus H square. That one will be equal to, already you people know the value of the HA and HB and V and VB. So substitute that formulas directly. Vertical reaction at A will be equal to 95 square plus horizontal reaction at A will be equal to 90 square whole to the power of 1 by 2. Simplify that things directly in the calculator. You will get 130.86 kilonewton directly. Again you have to go for the resultant reaction at B here. Resultant reaction at B here. Resultant reaction at B. Resultant reaction at B. Okay, what is the resultant reaction at B? So the formulas will be same, that is HB square plus VB square, square root of HB square plus VB square. Already you know HB value equal to HA value equal to 90 whole square. Again VB value equal to 85 whole square. If you substitute that value directly in the formula VB square plus H square, you will get this value, which is 123.79 kilonewton. So after obtaining the values, you take down here whatever the obtained values. So friends, this is the procedure for finding horizontal reaction, vertical reaction and resultant reaction. If you want to find the slope also, you have to find easily tan theta equal to this VA by 90. Again theta equal to tan inverse of this vertical reaction at A by this horizontal reaction at A. So you will get the slope at these particular points in terms of degree, minutes and seconds also. So already this type of models will be solved in springings at the same levels, though the calculations are same and very easy. Okay, so up to here I hope you understand this lecture. In the next part, that is in example 2, example 3 in part 2, I will continue the remaining part of this example, that is radial thrust, radial shear, bending moment and normal thrust at 6 meters from the left support. Friends, if you really like this video, please like this video, share it to your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.